Hello and welcome back to Problem Sleuth. We just finished chapter 1 of 22, I think. 22, and there's also an epilogue that's not on here, although it's very short. It's gonna get a chapter of its own because I'm a little autistic though. And actually, if I do that, since there are, well, I'm not sure what this is, but there's two little bonuses here that both I would say require their own episodes. So I would kind of put this at an even 25, unless whatever this is something important. I don't think it is though. I don't know. Because I'm thinking once we start on Homestuck, I'm gonna be covering most of the main shit most of the bonus shit in the background of the main episodes, with some exceptions maybe. We'll see really, but yeah, I think getting it to even 25 episodes is honestly an amazing coincidence. But anyway, today we're starting chapter 2, Too Hot to Handle, which goes to page 184. Wow. 84 to 184. Okay, damn. I mean, that's fine. It's not like it's terribly long. We got through chapter 1 with the extra author commentary in 30 minutes. So the thing is, Problem Suit just isn't that long. You could really read the whole thing in an afternoon. Homestuck, it's gonna take at least a few days. The official dub, it was only it was a good ways into Act 5, Act 2, and it fucking hit when it hit the 24-hour mark. So it's gonna take you at least fucking 3 days, I would guess, if you went nonstop. Only stopping for essential shit. But Problems, dude, it's easy to knock out in just an afternoon. I'm honestly not sure how I'll organize the length of the Homestuck episodes. I was thinking going along with its map, now that I can really open up to show it, because oh yeah, okay, I can. This. The Homestuck map works differently from the Problem Suit map. Problem Suit, the whole thing's available at once. Homestuck, it kind of slowly fills itself out as you read it. I was just thinking of doing it by sections there, but they can kind of vary in length, so I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Anyway, starting off, barge into the room with wild abandon. Chapter 2. Maybe now is a good time to save your game. Click link below. You can't do that on here. It just automatically saves it, so me. Also, we did get a news post at the end of the last episode that was allotted for the day after, so I'm going to have to be scrolling down every chapter and every page until it appears. You enter your secret chamber. It's a dark alcove you use to store a few modest valuables and duck into whenever you're on a case and things start to get too hot to handle, which is never. You also duck into it whenever the key to your safe doesn't happen to be dangling underneath a sheet of paper on the front of your office door. I mean, to be fair, that's a really good hiding space for it. But it also means if someone knew where it was, it would be extremely easy for them to get it without your knowledge. Check out the paper on the floor. It appears to be a note delivered to you from A Stick. It smells a little like pee. You hate him so much. You stash an unpleasant note in your inventory. Fucking fuck off, asshole! That's you. You're the asshole. Play a haunting tuba refrain. You can't do it. That tuba is filthy. His approach to the tuba certainly seems earnest, if not somewhat tender even. Check out the paper on the wall. Second-hand pornography handling your dirty instruments since 1920. Rusty trombones, filthy tubas, funky trumpets, and more. 1-800 sax. It's another business card for an intriguing trade. Some of these services sound really exotic. Put card in your inventory. Get in, dummy elevator. You climb into the elevator, sometimes called a dumbwaiter. It's pitch black inside. There's only one direction to go. Go down. The dumbwaiter goes down a little bit, then stops. This is as far as it goes. The interior is somewhat illuminated from light coming in through a slit on the wall you're facing. It looks like you can slip objects through it as long as they're narrow enough. Peep through the slit. It's hard to see anything through it, but you hear a voice again. I know I can't see anything through it, can you? Oh boy, here we are. News. Fucking 90 updates in 1 week. Now that's an update schedule. Keep submitting your cool suggestions. I continue to be inspired by them. Unless they're stupid, in which case I'm still sort of inspired by them. In case you haven't noticed, I'm keeping this story totally linear. No multiple options, no multiple images. I wanted to keep this one simple. We'll see how long that lasts, hopefully to the end. I might mess around with choose your own adventure stuff in the next adventure. Yeah, and then fucking Homestuck ended up being like, well, actually, it ended up being like both more and less linear at the same time. Like more with the fact that it ends up having like playable games, like ones you can walk around and do shit in, but also less linear because fucking reader suggestions got turned off in the middle of Act 4. I would love to point out the exact page that actually happens on, but we have author commentary. It's gonna do that for us. But yeah, I'm wondering if like during jailbreak, I was thinking, damn, all of this 134 pages, like the whole thing, with the exception of the very last page, these were all made in one fucking day. But because that one was originally put on a forum and put on this website later, maybe not. Like, I don't really know. Hmm. It'd also be funny if Hutty just spent an entire day making it, though. Listen. It's Ace Dick's office again. He is still on the phone and sounds really surly. He seems quite upset about a mix-up involving large stone bust instead of some other service he believed he was getting. One thing is clear. These detectives have an abundant supply of scotch tape, essential for hanging posters and sticking business cards with various services, but where is it? Must be a secret item. What is this? If you is this if you count the flashing cutscene image at the top, this is technically the first animated page in all of MSPA. Huh. What is this? Huh. Hold on. Drew Linky, why are you here? Oh, some additional notes by fans. Okay. And there's settings for it. Alright. I did not know these are things, actually. Yeah. Alright. There's some other things. What's this? Alright. Okay, cool. The link straight to the page. That's the only other one I really have settings on. That's interesting. Alright, I did not. Okay, so. Yeah, this one is new to me, and if there's gonna be more, well, I guess I'm gonna have to keep scrolling down, even when the author commentary stops in Homestuck. I just wonder what this is supposed to be. Like, fucking. Let me try something, actually. I'm gonna move this to the bottom now and try reloading this. Wait. Reload application. I'm wondering if that's caused by another mod. It could be caused by a translation mod. Like the Morse code translations or whatever. Like if I go back. Oh. Now it just don't work at all. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, I definitely want you above the social links. Yeah, it put it below that. So sorry, I meant to do this like after I finished chapter 5, but like yeah, I wanted to do this in my own time after I finished chapter 5, but like now I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay, so that's the Morse code translator, I think. Yep. Wait. Wait, no it isn't. Wait, no it isn't. Wait. Huh. Is it the social links? I don't know. I like having that at the top just to be safe. Yeah, just at the top. Alright. We'll worry about it later. I've done enough messing around. We're going to page 183, so let's keep going now. uh, I just got caught off guard by this, and I'm like, whoa, cool. Okay, next. He seems to be wondering if he has the right business card. The fact that a number spells big heads when inverted makes good material for these annotations. Feed your Bustaurus card through the slot. You deposit the slot. You deposit the slot. You deposit into the slot the Bustaurus card, but pee on the card beforehand. A little too late. You realize you should have peed on the card to stick it to Ace. You decide to pee on it anyway. Cutscene. Ace Dick picks up the card and puts it in his inventory. He considers the card carefully. He calls a number, hoping this one will bring satisfaction. After a little while, some horrors show up. End the cutscene. It looks like Ace got the better of you once again. Take swig from flask of whiskey. Feelings of dejection overwhelms you. You're tired of being shown up by your rival. He gets everything. All the good cases, the woman, the ability to open his office door. You'd wager he even enjoys the lion's share of the candy corn. You down a stiff belt from your flask of whiskey. You experience a boost in your imagination. Clean horns. Suddenly, you're entirely dissatisfied with the condition of these horns. It is an absolute disgrace. You won't stand for it. You set about polishing the instruments, but it seems your imagination is too high to conduct normal day-to-day activities. You topple some of the horns. The clarinet breaks. If only there were a place that could serve as a proper outlet for such a high degree of imagination until the condition passed. I can usually remember any command that was suggested by my brother. Clean horns was one of them. So you just jacked up this mysterious imagination, Godge. What to do next? The most obvious course of action is to tidy up those horns immediately. Thus christens the interchangeability of the word imagination and inebriation. Feel free to swap those two words at the local pub next sometime. Back to the old fort. In your heightened state of imagination, you fall down the stairs. You better get to the safety of your fort fast. You're no good to anyone out here. Hurry! You feel safe and sound in the cozy confines of your wobbly particle board walls. Drift into the realm of make-believe. Surgeon General's warning. A heightened state of imagination increases the risk of scaling artifacts and GIF images. I honestly really like that art style, though. But, yeah. You stand in your imaginary office. With the mind, anything is possible. Your imaginary phone is ringing, including peculiar Venetian blind shadow overlapping phenomena. Yeah. This is what his office is supposed to look like. And okay, that's how he gets the light at night. There's just fucking street lights from outside. Like, just because it's dark doesn't mean it's pitch black. Answer the imaginary phone. You answer the phone in the best depression era, fast-talking way possible. On the other line is a hysterical dame. You tell her to calm down and give you the skinny on what all hubbub is, and what all hubbub is about. What all the hubbub is about. You missed a word. Her answers are vague and one-dimensional. this case is quickly going nowhere. It turns out your imagination sucks. Eat steak dinners with hands. The steak dinners have been sitting around for a while. They're both spoiled. Gorge yourself on imaginary candy corn. They don't taste as good as real candy corn. Nevertheless, it gives your pulchritude a small boost. Pulchritude was originally going to be the useless stat. Oh, how things will change. Try to take imaginary gun back into real world. You pick up the gun. You'd like to bring it back with you, but you cannot fathom how that is possible. Stride confidently through office door. You exit your office into the hallway. The exit is on the opposite side of the hallway in the whimsical realm of imagination. I mean, that is just so crazy! Go harass A-Stick. You burst through A-Stick's imaginary door, rolling up your non-existent sleeves. But he is nowhere to be found. His imaginary room is empty, most likely because Ace is currently not using his imagination. Leave room. You exit, but not before you leave an imaginary present on the floor. You're now facing south in the hallway. Enter the PI room. You hear noises behind the door. It sounds like swing music and riotous times being had. Whoever is in this office probably has a terrific imagination, but the door is locked. Follow the exit sign. You feel your imagination beginning to fade, so you hurry downstairs to the imaginary street. You find your motley collection of items which you earlier threw out the window in a fit of rage, stupidity, or both. Look up at your office window. You see a familiar face through the window. A friendly face. A multiculturally harmonious face. Your imagination wears off. You experience the lingering effects of your imagination. The stat remains at the same level, but no longer affords you its advantages. However, you remain just as useless in the real world. You're going to need to figure out a way to sober up fast. I know it's nitpicking considering I already pointed out the cutscene on page 92, but... Wait, did you? No, you didn't. Maybe it was in the book. I don't fucking know. Alright. Anyway. But this is the first so-called actually animated page on the... Oh, never mind. This is Drew Linky. Fuck. Never mind. I'm stupid. I'm fucked up. I know it's nitpicking considering I already pointed out the cutscene on page 92, but this is the first so-called actually animated page on the website with stuff being visibly altered on screen somehow. Hell yeah. I don't know if Hussey actually did any animation work before MSPA. Like, he did a lot of artist shit. He went to fucking art school for a long time, but I don't know if he ever, this shit. I don't know. Because the animations get really fucking... Yeah, in fact, he probably didn't. Because I remember, like, at some point he said, like, the end of Act 1 animation in Homestuck took him, like, a fucking several hours to figure out a specific thing. But, like, if he did it now, he could get it done in, like, 5 minutes. That kind of shit. That's called learning, I guess. Chug coffee with no regard for temperature. You drink the coffee, which is lukewarm. It is foul, bitter, and ridiculously strong. You can only drink a little of it. Your imagination is reduced while your vim enjoys a healthy boost. You feel terrific now, fit as a fiddle, and bristling with coordination. 2 pieces of candy corn fall onto the floor. Get candy corn. You put the candy corn into your hat. The phone is ringing again. Well, of course he's going to find 2 more corns because a fella's got to have bottom things too. Don't ask what that means until later. you know what it means. Unless you already know, in which case, whoa, cool. Why are you bragging? What the fuck's wrong with you? Go check it out. Your phone is now missing 3 components. making it that much more difficult to answer this call from an undoubtedly hysterical dame. If only you could think of a way to reel in objects from the weird window/mindspace universe. Flip window upside down and shake to retrieve phone. You try to shake your belongings from the blasted portal. It appears to run on Etch-a-Sketch technology, or at least it does for this panel, and this panel alone. Make a lasso out of tape and pull phone back in. You use the magnetic tape to form a lasso. Maybe you can reel in your belongings this way. However, you think the tape lasso is way too light and flimsy to throw out the window with any significant distance or accuracy. You'll need something to weigh it down. Cut to the chase and use cinder block. You tie the tape to a cinder block, using it as an anchor. Throw out window. Examine the mural for hidden clues. It looks like there are 2 holes in the mural. They are spaced far apart, just wide enough for someone with sensible human anatomy to look through with both eyes. And the award for the most useless stat in the game goes to the coffee pot fullness percentage. Of course. Look through them. You unplug the window again and have a gander. Wait. Yeah. Is an important note. You can tell using your depth perception that the note is very close, only a few inches from your face. Problem Sleuth is impolite. Very rude. Starhard Horseshoe. A cold war. A cold war among bitter rivals fought through classic devices, spying through painting holes of counter-spying measures involving unpleasant notes taped to safe interiors, exchange of business cards or ambiguous grades, ambiguous trades, and P. Poke a curtain rod at note. Well, I should have done the normal voice, but I don't care. A painting of an elf jostles on the other side. It falls to reveal a safe. The safe pops open, revealing a painting of an elf. Fucking awesome. It's the last place a burglar would think to look for a priceless elf painting. Look through elf holes. It is the office of yet another one of your competitors, Pickle Inspector. He looks dazed, as if perhaps he's been trapped in his office for some time. There are strange glass containers in the corner. You wonder if there might be a business card, footed professionally, of course, for a glassblower somewhere in his office. Perhaps taped to something like a cinder block or the back of an elf painting. His office is dark for some reason. While it may be true that he's been trapped for some time, he almost certainly would have looked dazed regardless. You suddenly hear noises coming from A-Stick's office. You figure as long as your office is dark, you might as well check on him through the clown holes. The horse tied A-Stick up in a chair and stole his phone. The Muggy Bear bust is cracked open, and the treasure, which was undoubtedly stashed inside, has been stolen too. It was probably tortured for the information. Ace, without question, had no knowledge of any treasure in the Huggy Bear may have concealed. Rejoice! You celebrate by mustering one of the silliest dances you've attempted in hours. A-Stick hears your shenanigans from the other side. He seems to be pleading for a way to cut the rope. Try to get the hutch bust's attention. You can't imagine how you can get a statue's attention. You begin to covet the hutch bust and whatever secrets it guards. This was another one of my brother's commands. I guess I'm just as culpable for actually giving this kind of horseshit the time of day. Climb down the tape to retrieve your things. The reel is way too weak to hold your weight. It will probably only be able to support and reel in lighter objects. Activate the reel to reel. The reel begins to turn, pulling the tape taut. The cinder block below does not budge. If the tape is retied to a lighter object, it will likely be pulled in through the window automatically. Give Ace a piece of glass to cut rope. You go into the back room and down the elevator. Notice a clarinet piece on the floor. I actually had big plans for it. I thought I was going to have PS to use as a sort of funnel in conjunction with the curtain rod. He would pour some coffee into it and through the rod, through the painting hole so P.I. could drink and sober up or something. I think I just completely forgot about this plan and then it was too late to bother with. Slip glass through slot. Ace receives a shard of glass. He uses it to cut himself free. You Oh boy, I got to make the first voice change. Aside from reading the notes, I like because Problem Sleuth doesn't have any spoken dialogue. I like reading any dialogue for a character in the voice that character would have. Yeah. Homestuck, I just kind of like do a normal narration voice of the whole thing. Like minor changes depending on specific circumstances, but like for the most part, just normal narration voice. Since the characters have like a lot of dialogue with each other. But for this, because like there's really the only spoken dialogue is like in panels themselves, and there's not really any genuine conversations. Yeah, might as well do it. So, you are now a stick. You begin the quest of this feud you've been embroiled in with your neighbor for so long. After all, he did just give you the number for some honest-to-God whores, even if they did ultimately rob you. He also just helped you escape. Maybe it's time to bury the hatchet and help him out of his office. You feel you should get some supplies for your safe first, though. If only you could remember the combination. In retrospect, now knowing what's exactly what's inside a safe, I wonder what on earth he wanted to get from there first. Well, we don't know that yet, so check behind paper stuck to door for combo. You can't pull it off. It's stuck fast. Maybe a heavy object will knock it loose. Throw Hutch bust at it. Using your extraordinary strength due to your unusually high vim characteristic, you lift the bust easily. Throw. You send the Owen Wilson paper word. The bus crashed through the window, knocking out an employee of Madame Mural. He was wheeling a portable scaffold into place to prepare for some more mural work. He looks like he's in bad shape now. The hutch head cracked open, exposing riches. It looks like one of the whores may have taken Starsky's sunglasses. Stiller's expression was carefully referenced from a photograph. Next. The scaffold continues rolling, coming to a stop in front of your door, jamming it shut. You are now trapped in your office, too. You and Problem Sleuth will have to work together if you want to escape. Proceed commands for A stick with AD and for Problem Sleuth with PS. A stick, reach through window and move scaffolding out of the way. The scaffolding is jammed in place. It seems the brake for the wheels is triggered after it came to a stop. You can't push it away either. The top just bumps up against the ceiling. There's no climbing out the window with your portly frame because of the scaffold bars. Unless someone comes to help you, or you find a blowtorch to melt through the bars, you're probably not getting out of this office anytime soon. Nice try, though. Often, there will be several long paragraphs following a very simple command. Sometimes it takes a lot of words to explain exactly why a perfectly reasonable solution won't work. Okay, forget it then. A stick, pick up Tommy gun. I beg your pardon? I'm not sure what happened to the keys. Keys, gun turning into keys equals game feature. Keys disappearing because I forgot to paste them in, game glitch. It's probably for the next page. H-stick, get the phone pieces sitting around. You put the phone parts into your inventory. H-stick, slip PS's phone parts. Yeah, okay, that. Problem Sleuth. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the thing is, like, the commentary was made for books, which often have multiple panels on each page. I imagine this will probably be kind of an issue for Homestuck, but also not at the same time, since, like, Homestuck pages tend to be a lot longer than Problem Sleuth. Like, that's why you can read this in the whole afternoon. Well, fucking Homestuck, it will take you at least, like, a weekend. Anyway, slip the phone parts through the slot to an awaiting Problem Sleuth. But he is not waiting for them in a dumbwaiter. The phone parts fall somewhere into the dark shaft below. Nice work, bonehead McFuckup. I'm pretty sure there's practically nothing they do in the first several hundred pages that doesn't involve breaking something or losing something. A stick, look inside Huggy Bear statue for riches. There's a hammer in the broken Snoop Dogg bust. You place the hammer in your inventory. This is the first of very few instances of multiple paths in the story, which were almost always used to convey a death, a game glitch, or a restart. This was pretty much the only way I could stomach using multiple paths after being traumatized by them while working on Bard Quest. Oh boy. Problem Sleuth. Climb out halfway out window, then unplug window. The window loses its extra-dimensional portal properties and severs you midway through. You are dead. You are dead, and buried you are dead. Oh no, what a shocking surprise. No, wait, don't do that. You're not sure what you were thinking. Problem Sleuth? Check behind clown poster. Behind the poster is another clown drawn directly on the metal. Under the paper is a long game code. This is probably a code you can use to return to a particular state in this game. You put it in your inventory. A stick pounds on keys before they disappear. You pick up the ring of keys. It was in making this book that I first noticed the keys had disappeared at all. At the time, I recall wondering what this person was talking about since I didn't think keys had ever demonstrated a tendency to disappear. I clearly didn't wonder very hard about it, though. Okay, cool. Armed with a Tommy gun, you're one hard-boiled luck. Nobody mess with this tough guy, see? Yeah, sweet. Maybe I should be doing a normal voice in the narration, because we're getting a lot of those things with, like, do this thing, character does a thing, and then it's like, do this thing, okay, I'm doing this thing. It's like, the narration has, like, some kind of reaction to it. Like, the commands, I mean. So, I guess I'll try just doing a normal voice of them consistently. Problem Sleuth, go into dumbwaiter so you can receive an item. You go down the dumbwaiter. Ace Stick tries to give you an item, but the hammer is too big to fit into the slot. Ace gives you all his business cards instead. In return, you give him your collection of unpleasant notes. It took us a while to realize this wasn't even his weapon. He sure does look tough, though. Ace Stick, examine notes. You recognize both of these notes. You wrote and delivered them to your neighbor to get his goats. One of them had something on the back. He wrote a rebuttal on the other side and taped it to the back of his fake safe for viewing pleasure. Luckily, the combination to your safe is on this paper. You carelessly composed your note on this document without noticing. Fucking fuck off, asshole. Moron, stupid butt smells like a butt. And yeah, that one. Wait, while making this note, I just came up with an awesome idea for this book. Include some unpleasant notes as extras. Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. And he did. I don't think they're gonna be included in this. And like something else book exclusive I'm sad about is like it had little cover images for each chapter. And they're not here anymore. They're not in this. Well, not anymore, they were never in this, but like they could have been in the collection. They weren't. Oh well. A stick, use it to open safe. You enter the combination. The smaller compartment opens up to reveal 3 old-fashioned keyholes. A stick, go look through Pigpane to see what problems it's up to. You have to unplug your large panoramic window from its portable generator first. It's fair to ask, why doesn't A Stick just have a wall outlet he can plug his window into? I think my original idea was to create this silly point of tension with the generator running out of fuel, like, oh no, since window will stop working, which I pretty much forgot about over time, or just decided wasn't interesting enough to bother with. Sort of like keeping track of the coffee pot fullness percentage. More notes on this in a couple pages. So, yeah, at least like the coffee is used, at least the coffee pot fullness thing is used for something. The generator really isn't. Unless it is, I don't... I do think the generator gets used with something else later, but I don't remember. I might be misremembering, that might not happen at all. Or it might happen and it's similarly useless. I don't know. We'll see. Unplug window. Hell yeah. Look through holes. This is the first official Problem Sleuth meme, I think. You topple backwards onto your particle board desk. It was supported by a couple of smaller busts, including... You tumble backwards onto your particle board desk. It was supported by a couple of smaller busts, including one of your favorites, Snoop Dogg from Salt Plain. A stick throws Snoop Dogg through big window portal. Honestly, I should keep doing the narration and the character voices, because if I do it like this, I might forget to do the voice in the narration on the next page. First, you organize all the particle board into a neat pile to reduce clutter. You ready the Snoop for throwing. Throw. The bus crumbles against the rigid surface as the unplugged window. There's just no breaking the plane unless it's plugged in. Amidst the rubble is a couple pieces of candy corn and a small key. More on this generator. I'd even intend to have a run on putting liquor produced in the back rooms. This is how elaborate this plan started to get, which I never even implemented. In fact, the liquor in one of Pickle Spectre's strange glass jars was meant to be implied to have been stolen from 80's back room, and possibly it was going to be used to refuel the generator. Again, didn't happen. A stick examined the cruette next to the Snoop Dogg bust. Bust. Why do I keep saying bust? It's not a thing. Ugh. First, you plug the window back in to stop stubbing your toe on things. Stubbing your toe is known to be brutal on your poultitude stat. You pick up the cruette de brandy. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I might as well check. Also, sorry if the lack of music is like boring or something. I'm gonna be using Homestuck more, and I'm gonna be using music more when we get Homestuck.
Cruette.
Okay, I was pretty much saying it right. Awesome. I'll be using music more when we get to Homestuck, but like, not really a thing here, which sucks. Also, something like when we do start actually getting music here, yeah, it's not on these unreleased tracks, but fucking when we start getting to music, there's like little commentary, like track commentary on a lot of them. I don't really know how I'm gonna handle that. I guess we'll see, but yeah. A stick, examine rope. You pick up the rope. A stick used Tommy gun on safe keyholes. You use a ring of keys to unlock the keyholes on the safe. The ring of keys blows a hole in the safe. The safe is open. A stick throw hammer through window. Now that the window is plugged in, you may effectively vent your rays with a heavy object. The hammer shatters the glass and falls to the street far below your penthouse office suite. Or, really, far below the imaginary office suite with a window portal corresponding to the powered window in your real office, which is situated who knows where. Oh yeah, this. You might notice a bloodied Provincey torso is still on the street from the alternate path where he cut himself in half on the window. This seems to establish a precedent where events in alternate reality paths persist in the main story path. It also foreshadows the use of the logic, which causes there to be multiple instances of a stick running around. Oh boy. I can't wait for us to get to that. Because, like, it leads to, like, some of my favorite plot lines in the entire thing. A stick! Get candy corn in preparation of your own vampire act. You pick up candy corn and small key. Problem, Sleuth? Look through clown picture at Ace. A stick! Candy corn vampire! A stick ate the candy corn. He is an unimaginative lout and an all-around wet blanket. Ace enjoys a small boost in poultitude from his candy. His modest poultitude gauge there is now maxed out. He inadvertently swallowed the small key along with the candy corn. It is now safely in his stomach. A stick built for it. You figure it's time to do something constructive for a change. Your stout bunker and particle board is a smashing success. The Zoolander chimney is a jewel in its crown. It was resourceful of Ace to think of using the mural board on his fort, but I'm not sure how he got it to take on those squat dimensions. Perhaps he had to jigsaw squirrel it away somewhere? Oh my god. Hey, Stick! See what you have stashed in the safe. You can't reach the opening. You would stand on the chair, but you don't think it's quite high enough. Besides, it's now built into your fort, and there's obviously no going back. Hey, Stick! Throw fort out window. That's the stupidest idea you've ever had. Hey, Stick! Use bus stand as a step to access the safe. By stacking 2 bus stands, you can easily reach the safe opening. I wonder if the bus pedestals came complimentary with the bus, or does Bus R Us charge extra for them? I'd imagine they would charge extra. I don't know. I mean, you know, but you're not gonna confirm or deny anything. You're just gonna bring up these questions, and it'll be horrible. But that's the end of chapter 2. Too hot to handle. Next time is a shorter chapter. Alright. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna check something actually while it's on my mind. I just noticed the map 4 there. There should be map 6. Make this. Is this a thing? No. Was that always it? No. Map 3. Adventure map part quest. Wait, so what's 3 say? Nothing. It's 5? Homestuck beta. Okay. So it's not in here anywhere, huh? No. I'm not sure when there's something I want to talk about relating to that, but I'm not sure if I should before Homestuck. Yeah. Like a little obscure piece of trivia. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm ending this episode here. Kind of a longer episode, but, not unmanageable. We're having fun. We're having fun here. I'll see you in the next chapter. Bye-bye!